Stuart Lord, Gloucester up next in the Championship, another crucial encounter. We're here at Merchant Taylors, your first visit here. What do you make of the surroundings?
Well, first thing that comes to mind is that the kids who go here are very spoilt. Fantastic facilities, the net practice, and we've done a bit out here since I've arrived, and conditions are second to none. So hats off to the ground staff here, Richard and his team. They do a fantastic job, and looking forward to it. As you say, a big game. They're all becoming big games, so we need to start putting our performance together on the field.
Absolutely. We've had some success here in the past, Stewie. Last time out against Hampshire, we won by an innings. What we always get here is good cricket wickets. You've had a look at the deck. What are your thoughts?
Look, once again, it does look a very good pitch. It's hard. It's had beautiful weather to get it nice and firm and dry. So it won't be a sticky one. It'll be hopefully quick and bouncy, which will suit us pretty well.
Excellent. Stu, you mentioned every game is becoming crucial now. We need to start winning games. How frustrating, therefore, to go to Derby and spend 4 days toil on what was pretty much a featherbed where a result was highly unlikely.
Yeah, look, and we've made it really difficult for ourselves. You can't afford to drop players in any division, but the top order players getting 2 or 3 bats. If they're not getting hundreds after that, they shouldn't be playing the game of cricket. So we've only really got ourselves to blame. But having said that, we're creating opportunities. We just got to be up there and mentally to be able to accept them. I thought our batting effort last game was outstanding. To bat big and 2 guys pile on big hundreds. Was exactly what we need to do. The remedy for most success is batsmen scoring big runs and bowlers having something to bowl at. If we can carry on that mantra, we can turn it around.
Yeah, it's 400s in the last 2 games. You mentioned, I think, about 3 or 4 weeks ago when we spoke that you were concerned that there was a shortage of runs in that top order. That must be something that's particularly satisfying for you.
Yeah, very much. I mean, the weather does help. The sun coming out and the warm sun on your back does make a difference. But I just think it came down to a bit of an application thing, and we probably weren't right in the mental aspect, in the right mental place. But some of the boys, Sam Robson and Paul Sterling last game, and David Milan scoring his 3rd 100, and Simo scoring his first one for a while was very pleasing. Be nice if they had some help too. It's time for someone else to stick their hand up. As long as those guys still score, be nice to get a helping hand from someone else.
For sure. Well, talking of helping hands, we've got a nice one from Sussex who did their best to tighten up the table. It seems absurd. I mean, we've got 1 win all season. You speak very frankly about the shortcomings of the side, and you're an honest man. And I know you've been very disappointed with certain elements of the game. But that said, we're 27 points from 3rd spot. This is not too late to turn around. A win here and we're right back in the race.
Yeah, and the more that I've said it ever since I arrived here, the more we start thinking about promotion, the further it's going to be away. We've got to keep worrying about the little things we do right. And, if we start getting the 1%ers right, taking our catches, scoring our runs, bowlers bowling enough balls in an area that's going to make batsmen feel under pressure, all those things come together and the results do happen. So if we do all those things, the 1%ers, points are, and as you say, mate, 2 wins and you're back up in the top 3, no problem. And cricket's a funny game. You get on a roll, you start feeling good about yourself, boys start performing, and you can put back-to-back wins together pretty simply.
More frustration this week, I guess, for you, the head coach. Finney picked up a niggle, I think, in the last game, so a bit of rotation required. Finney's out, Barber's in. I guess Whitey, I think, is now back from Essex. He's fit and available after turning his ankle. He's back in. Jack Davies is out. Give him a chance to play some second 11 cricket. I guess rotation is part of the game.
Yeah, it is. Bowlers do get injured, no matter how many over restrictions you put on them at practice and during a game. Fast bowling is a tough trade, and they do work a lot harder than anyone else in the team. Finney, unfortunately, has picked up another slight niggle. We're not exactly sure on the extent of it at this stage, but fingers crossed it's not a 6-week job. But it's a shame that he's missed out. I thought he's come back and bowled really well. Good pace and good bounce, and he's had previous success here. So, it's just an opportunity. It's not it's not the end of the road. It's an opportunity for someone else to come in and stick their hand up to try and show everybody what they've got. That's the way you got to look at it. Yeah, it is rotation, but forced upon us at this instance. But fingers crossed, it's not too serious.
Absolutely, fingers crossed indeed. A big 4 days ahead, Stu. All the very best of luck, and I hope it goes well.
Cheers, Fletch.